Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations. Much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This lesson is something that I said that I would do. And I know a lot of brothers need lessons like this. This lesson is pertaining to the woman, but more so it's pertaining to you brothers, because it all starts with you, and, I know a lot of brothers are having trouble getting women, some are having trouble retaining women, whatever the case may be. But I think the problem is usually getting the women in general to begin with. Now, there is a spiritual aspect to this. Okay, there's definitely a spiritual aspect in the sense of we're in the truth. So, of course, these women, they're into the left hand. Okay, they're of the world. So they like men of the world. This is a fact. Okay, so definitely when you come into the truth, most of the time what happens is you start to lose women, and women are not as drawn to you as when you were in the world. When I was doing wickedness in the world, it was nothing to get a woman. It was absolutely nothing. All right. I've had fine women. I mean, super fine women that I got, in the world, and it wasn't a thing of basically based upon my assessment of them. They were super fine, right? But it wasn't as difficult. They were more drawn to me, even knowing the things that I do, the things that I've done back then, or things that I was doing back then. That would even make them even more drawn to me. Okay, because these women are wicked. Now, there's also a carnal aspect to it, of the way you carry yourself and how you perceive yourself, okay, as it pertains to the woman. Okay, so there's two sides of this thing. There's a spiritual aspect and there's a carnal aspect. Okay. This is John 15 and verse 19. And it reads, matter of fact, I'll start at verse 18. It says, if the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. Okay, this is Yahweh Shai speaking, saying that the world hates us because it hated him. If ye were of the world, and like I told you, the women are completely of the world. Okay, the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Okay, and even brothers who have women, and while they're in the truth, their women is still of the world. Okay, the apostle said this many times, that these women are really not in the truth. There's very, very few sincere sisters that truly believe in this truth and truly are serious about this truth. And if you think your woman is so serious about the truth, well, ask her to get you another woman and see what she says. Okay, start trying to find precepts to cut you. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? So they're not truly in the truth. They're really of the world. Okay. Now this word for hate is
Strong's G 3404, Messiah.
Okay, Messiah says hate, hateful, to hate, pursue with hatred, detest. Okay, and that's how you say hate in French, by the way, is detest. Okay, it says by extension to love less, right? So when you were in the world, You know, you might have gotten love from women. They might have, you know, you might have been a ladies' man, you know. And the way you know it's very spiritual as well is because you see a lot of brothers in it, good-looking brothers. You know what I'm saying? You know, just being honest, you know, the good-looking brothers, you know, in shape and so on and so forth, and they have issues. They have problems. Why? Because it's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual thing. Okay? And a lot of times the Most High, and I've said this many times, a lot of times the Most High is protecting you from these women. A lot of the women there's certain women that you're not gonna get, period. Okay, no matter what you try, no matter how you try, because the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is protecting you from that demon. That's a demon. Okay. All right. Now they're all demons, but there's levels to the demons. There's definitely levels. Okay, and I look back at my life and I see multiple times where the Most High preserved me from particular demons that were clearly trying to snare me up. Okay, and I remember there's this one time I was chilling with this chick, and I mean everything was going perfect. I mean, she rubbing me the right way, saying all the right things, and bro, I even told her about the truth and all this stuff. This was years ago. Okay, this is actually like maybe a decade ago. Okay, and I mean, she was saying all the right things, but while I was there, I was sitting down there, and I don't know, man, and I was going through a dry spell too, because I was just, you know, learning about the truth, you know, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and things of that nature, and the spirit of anger just came upon me, bro, just out of nowhere. I just stepped out of character, man. And I don't know. I just cursed her out, man, for really no reason. There was really no reason. But then when I did that, that's when the demon came up out of her. That's when the demon came up out of her. Okay, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So, and there was no reason for me to do that. And after that, I was like, damn, why did I do that? Yeah, that could have been a good situation. No. Okay. No. The Most High didn't want that to go down. The Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, was not with that. And it's funny because her baby father was wrapped around her finger. He was basically obsessed with her. Why? Because her heart is snared. She knows how to. These demons, they know how to wrap you up around their finger. Especially if you don't know the game. If you don't know the game and you don't understand the game that they're playing, you have to understand the game that they're playing, because it's nothing more than a game. Whether it's subconscious or whether it's intentional, it's a game. And a lot of it is subconscious. Anyways, let's go into this word detest. Salaki. Okay, let's go into this word detest. Detest, it says dislike intensely. Okay, and I see that. I can see it in their eyes a lot of times. They have a deep dislike for me, you know. It says a witness. No, excuse me. It says down. Oh, this is the etymology. Okay, which I'll get that in a second. But let's get it says a bore. Okay, what do you abhor? A menstrual rag? You abhor filth? So they look at you as what? The offscouring of the world. The scriptures speak about us being as the offscouring of the world. Okay, in the world's eyes, we are as scum. Okay, and do you think women are looking for those type of men? No, they're looking for the men that are perceived as quote unquote high value in this world. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So there is a spiritual aspect to this thing. It says abhor, hate, loathe, despise, abominate, execrate, dislike, disdain, disrelish. Okay, so on. So the opposite is love and admire, right? So now let's go into the etymology. Go to the etymology. It says execrate, hate, dislike intensely. Also to curse, to call, Salakia. To curse, to call the Most High to witness and abhor. Okay, to curse, to execrate, abominate, literally denounce with one's testimony. Okay, so detest means to denounce. Oh, right, yeah, right. D and test as in testicle. Okay, D, right, and testare, to be a witness, right? Because when you testify, you need to have testicles to testify. You know that, you know. So yeah, to right. So to not be to basically to be a witness against a person. Okay, not to be a advocate for a person. So this is how these people, when they look at the men of the Lord, this is how they're looking at them. Okay, as something detestable, something to be against. Okay. The thing is this, though, deep down inside, they know that the men of the Lord are superior. They know that, and that's part of the reason why they hate us. The scriptures speak about the light, right? How they hate the light. This is why they hated Yahushua. Deep down, they knew Yahushua he was the Messiah. There was something extremely special about Yahushua, but they didn't want that. Okay, they didn't want that. Okay, because he was not for them. He was not for their turn. And this is how they look at us, that we're not for their terms. Let me get some water. Salakia. It says, he that believeth on him, this is John 3:18. It says, he that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name, that's for you IUIC people, in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High. And this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. The reason why they're not attracted to you is because their deeds are evil. I'm talking about people in the world in general, not just women, but people of the world in general. The reason why they're not attracted to you in that way is because their deeds are evil. Okay? So what you are, you're nothing more than a mirror reflection to them, for them to look at themselves. And this is why they hate the light. Okay, it says, for everyone that doeth evil, because the people to us, we're just normal people, but the way the people of the world look at us, they look at us as if we're perfect. Okay, they look at us. I had this one chick at the work, she was actually my manager at that time, and she said, there's none of you are angels. And she was like cursing out the floor, whatever she was saying, right? I think she was cursing out the floor. She said, none of you are angels. The only angel here, and then she called my name. Because to them, there's no evil in us. You see, you have to understand, they're not keeping the commandments in any way. They're not following after Yahushua. They're not doing any true character development as it pertains to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So when they see us, they see an actual light. There was another guy that said a spiritual light. Okay, there was another guy who said, which he was a Gadite, but he looked like an Edomite, but he was a straight up Gadite. This guy was funny as hell, and he said he called my name. He said, "Oh, the man with no vices." I said, "No vices," and I kind of got like mad. I was like, "What do you mean no vices? What are you talking about, bro? I got vices, you know." Right? Meaning like I was thinking of it like I don't do nothing, like I'm just at home, I'm just a boring guy, just don't, you know. That's how I kind of thought about it, you know. But vices, when you look up the word vices in the etymology actually means evil. Matter of fact, let's look it up right now. Let's look up the word vice. You know how you had the game Grand Theft Auto Vice City? Well, vices means evil. It says moral fault, wickedness. Yo, so basically what he was saying, right? Low willing that was spiritual, which I believe it was spiritual, was saying I'm the man with no wickedness, the man with no fault, right? As in what? That's the elect, who was found with no guile in their mouth, fault, failing, defect, irregularity, misdemeanor, okay? As in a crime, right? Defect, offense, blemish. Okay, imperfection. So what he said was, you're the man with no imperfections. Did he understand fully what he meant? No, but it was spiritual, because this is what they look at us as, brothers. This is how they look at us in the world. And it's the same thing with the women. When you say certain things like, oh, this guy he's a straightforward type of guy, right? So they also looking at you as, oh, he's kind of boring because he's a straightforward kind of guy. All right. Now, so there's definitely a spiritual aspect to it. So I wanted to definitely touch on that. Let me get John 7. Okay, let's get John 7. There's definitely a spiritual aspect to it, brothers. And a lot of times brothers are not ready to get when brothers think they're ready, and you ain't. The woman is the second strongest thing to the truth. There's the truth, which is stronger than everything, and then there's the woman. Okay? The Most High created women for us, and they are very desirable to us. Okay? Let me get it. This is just a fact, man. This is just a fact. This is John 7 in verse. Okay, this is when his two brothers that didn't believe were scoffing at him. Right? And this is what Yahushua said to them. He said, then Yahushua said unto them, my time is not yet come, but your time is always ready. Right? This is your time to shine. This is your world. This is what Yahushua was saying. This is your world. This is your time. Okay? The world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify of it, that the works thereof are evil. See, the world can't hate these people. The world can't hate Lil Wayne. Okay? As in a whole, the world doesn't hate Lil Wayne. The world loves Lil Wayne, that little demon, that little imp. Okay? They love Drake. They love these degenerates. Okay? But the men of the Lord, the men that truly do good works on the earth, no. Because why? They hated him that rebuketh in the gate. And also, it's not just about rebuking. It's you just being how you are is as what does it say in Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter? It says that he is grievous even for us to behold, because his ways are clean, contrary to our doings. This is what they don't like, brothers. And they hate to see a Jake in that mindset. They hate to see a Jake with that level of purity. Especially Esau. Esau wants to see you in that degenerate. That makes him warm at night when he sees Lil Wayne and Lil Uzi Vert and tattoos on your face and pants. That actually makes Esau look. He scoffs at, oh, look at these guys. But at the end of the day, that actually gives these Edomites comfort. You got to understand that. Okay. So that's a spiritual aspect of it. Okay. That's a spiritual aspect of it. And there's still more scriptures I want to get dealing with that. Okay, because there's a lot of scriptures dealing with the women in the Holy Bible, and it's not for no reason. But I want to touch on something. It's also a mindset of you brothers. You brothers like, okay, yeah, they understand they're Israelites, but do you really understand? Do you really understand who you are and how you are above? Okay, and how you are, how the Most High made you superior, especially the fact that you have this knowledge, right? Because you have Israel, but then you have the Israel of the Most High, which is another level, another aspect. Okay. This is Revelations 3, verse 18. It says, I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich, and white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed. See, we're as gold tried in the fire. The scriptures speak about the acceptable men in the what? In the furnace of adversity. And that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see. Now hold on. Right, because we are as gold tried in the fire. But I wanna say, let me get this one. Because you have to understand. You have to understand who you truly are. Damn, man. God damn it. Give me a second, brothers. Give me a second. Let me find the scripture, man. Let's come here. Actually, like this. Let's go here. Yeah, this is all stuff that I was looking up for the lesson. Salakia. Okay. There we go. Ecclesiastes 2:5. There we go. Okay. It says, verse 5. It says, for gold is tried in the fire, okay, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Now, we are being tried. Lord willing, we be those acceptable men that's accepted before Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, okay? And there's no higher rank than a man that is ranked by the Most High, right? You could be ranked of people. You could be esteemed of the world, but inside, they're nobodies, okay? Inside, their spirit is that of a peasant. Their spirit is that of a lowborn. Us being men chosen of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? Lord willing, we be of that number, are men of highborn status. Okay? So let me read that again. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Okay? So we are that gold tried in the fire. And what did the Lord say in the last days? That what? A man shall be more precious than what? Than fine gold. Right? A man shall be more precious than fine gold, even of the golden wedge of Ophir. So that man is speaking about the Israelite man of the elect. Right? So if we're doing this work, automatically, listen, you know your stock is going to rise. You know your stock is about to go through the roof. So when you talking to these women, okay, you got to know that. You got to know, listen, man, she don't even know what she's, let's say if she's talking, she don't even know who's in front of her, man. She don't even know who's in front of her. What even Yahweh Shai had that confidence, because me and the brothers were going through it the other day, and I believe a lesson, right? We were going through it in a class that we had. What did Yahweh Shai say to the woman at the well, man? Hold on, let's go to the attitude and the mindset of Yahweh Shai, okay? Let's go into the attitude and the mindset of Yahweh Shai, because the way Esau paints it, Yahweh Shai was just this docile, meek person. Oh, yes. No? Okay? Yahweh Shai spoke with authority, man. Oh, my goodness gracious. Give me a second, man. Okay. This is John 4:18, man. This is John 4:18. I'll go up. Okay, I'll go up to when he started talking to her. Okay, I just want to get a couple points in here. Really, one particular point, but let's start at John 4:7. It says, "There cometh a woman of Samaria to draw water. Yahweh Shai saith unto her, Give me to drink." Right? You know what I'm saying? So he came with that authority too. Okay. It said, for his disciples were gone away unto the city to buy meat. Then said the woman of Samaria unto him, how is it that thou, being a Jew, asketh drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans. Yahushua answered and said unto her, if thou knewest the gift of the Most High, and who it is that saith to thee, give me to drink. So what is he saying? He's saying, if you don't even know who's in front of you right now, man. You don't even know who you're talking to right now, man. You know who I am? This is how Yahushua was coming at her, man. Do you know who I am? With that authority, that confidence, that power. Okay? Thou wouldest have, but you can't say Yahushua wasn't meek. Yahushua was extremely meek, the meekest. Okay? But that doesn't mean that he didn't know who he was. He didn't know his worth. This is what you brothers got to understand, man. And Jake in general, man. You have to know who you are. You have to understand and know your worth as an Israelite man, man. Okay? If thou knewest the gift of the Most High, and who it is that saith unto thee, give me to drink, thou wouldest have asked of him, and he would have given thee living water. The woman saith unto him, sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. From whence then hast thou that living water? Art thou greater than our father Abraham, which gave us the well and drank thereof himself, and his children, and his cattle? Yahushua answered and said unto her, whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again, but whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. And guess what, brothers? We have that water, man. We have that water. So you should be moving with that confidence. Listen, she don't even know what she's missing. Listen, bro, she don't even know what's finna happen to her in Jacob's trouble, man. Without me. Okay? Without me. Okay? She don't even know what's getting ready to happen, man. Okay? Because we know that we can't do nothing without Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, but the world doesn't have Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? On top of that, you're an Israelite, man. You're coveted after amongst these other women, man. You think these women want to deal with Moab and Edom and Ishmael, man? You think they're happy with... They don't have spirit like you have. They don't have a spirit like you have. Okay? Forget about the look. They don't have a spirit like you have, man. They can't talk the way you talk. They can't walk the way you walk. They can't sex the way you sex. I don't want to get graphic, but, you know, they can't do the things you do, man. As Yasha Allah, man. Okay? That's why they say once you go black, you never go back. Because once they get a taste of Jake, why would they go back to what is inferior? You see? So them Edomites that don't deal with Jake, that's because they never dealt with Jake most of the time. Because if they really dealt with Jake, listen, man. See, this is why Esau made up laws to keep them away from Jake, man. All right, and sometimes, a lot of times too, brothers be having all this trouble because brothers be chasing the black woman. You need to listen, man. Believe me. I used to be in that spirit. I only deal with the black woman, uplift the sisters, and that's a waste of fucking time, man. That's a waste of time, bro. I was in that spirit, man. You listen to the apostles say, "Oh, F the black," say, "Yeah, God," you know. But then your whole thing is you want to uplift you want to make you want to uplift the sisters. That is a waste of time, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's the worst one to deal with. Trust me, the Edomite, you deal with an Edomite, you deal with a Moabite, them other nations. You know what they'll do when you deal with them? Yo, they'll actually bring up your confidence, man. Okay, because they know more how to deal with a man. They know more how to the B-dub. They're set up to break you down. They're not there to uplift you. Okay. I'm telling you a fact, man. I'm telling you a fact, bro. Okay? All right? I was dealing with this one Edomite the other day, which looked like an Edomite. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And she looked, of course the girls want you. Look at you. You know what I mean? She was built. I was like, damn. All right? But I'm like, hey, you right. You right. She ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like, in other words, you got to believe that too. You know, you got to believe that, and it's not just about her, what she perceived. It was also the way I move, the way I walk, the way I talk, the way I carry myself that make them say, yo, this guy is of a higher status. Okay. This is the thing. That's why I say it starts with you brothers and your mentality. Look at how Yahushua came. He said, listen, do you even know who I am? Do you even know who's talking to you right now, man? First of all, I got the living water. This is what Yahushua said. He didn't say, oh, I look so good, I'm calmly. No, he said, I got the living water, man. So, but so whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst, but the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. The woman saith unto him, Sir, give me this water that I thirst not, neither come hither to draw. Yahushua saith unto her, Go call thy husband and come hither. The woman answered, because he wasn't finna give it up, but he was playing with it. He wasn't about to give her no living water. The woman answered and said, I have no husband. Yahushua said unto her, Thou hast well said, I have no husband. But thou hast had 5 husbands, and he whom thou now hast is not thy husband. And in that sayest thou truly. The woman saith unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. Our fathers worshipped in this mountain, and ye say, so anyways, that's the point, man. That's the point. The point is this, man. It's how Yahushua was approaching her and the confidence he had. Now, there's other instances that I can get, okay? And I'm going to go to those instances, man. This is the mindset of our forefathers. Our forefathers wasn't wasn't in that, what's that guy? Snuffleupagus spirit, man. Okay? And these women, man, bro, which I know, it's hard out here, but it's difficult out here, especially in this day and age. It's not like back in the day. Back in the day, it was simple. You get a number. There wasn't the social media ruined everything, man. Okay, because these women are living in La La Land, but this is why you have to understand them even more now, and you have to also up your game. Okay, you got to understand that it's all about them perceiving you as higher value. That's what it all breaks down to. Okay, and I was never taught this as a youngin', which I wish I was taught how to deal with them as a young child, and I would have never, it would have evaded a lot of problems. Okay, would have evaded a lot of. There's 2 things that men could learn from youth to evade a lot of problems, and that's how to fight. Okay, how to become a fighter. Right, that would take away a lot of peer pressure and a lot of people messing with you, because when they see what you do to one of the kids, they're gonna know. Okay, I don't want to mess with that guy. So, and another thing is how to deal with these women. You know. So these are some things that if you knew those 2 things, it would make life easier as a youth. Now, the brother Amwas in our camp, he said that he was taught how to deal with women. He was taught things that I basically was just learning in my later years about how to deal with women. And these are things that he was taught when he was a teenager, that was passed down by certain Levites that was in the community, man. Okay? Let her miss you. Don't be all up on her like that. Let her miss you. You know what I'm saying to you? Even if you're not busy, you gotta, you always gotta, gotta put it, act like you're busy, so on and so forth. The things that these guys are saying now in certain red pill videos or whatever the case may be. But this is things that he knew from back then. So I was actually amazed at that, because I never knew that. Okay, I never knew that. And if I knew that, if you knew these things, you wouldn't be so caught up in the snares of these women. Okay? You wouldn't be so caught up. What you would do is you would trap them up. Okay? So anyways, this is 1 Samuel 1:7. It says, And as he did so year by year, when she went up to the house of Yahweh, so she provoked her. Therefore she wept and did not eat, right? Because she was barren. Okay, so the other wife was provoking her and basically mocking her, saying, showing how she was barren, because that was a major thing back then. Is a woman that was barren, that was like a woman would want to kill herself, okay, want to delete herself rather. So like, I don't want to say that word right now on the tool, but that's a fact, okay? So that having a child was very important, okay? It says, then Elkanah, her husband, to her, Hannah, why weepest thou, and why eatest thou not? Like, why you sorrowful, and why is thy heart grieved? Am I not better to thee than 10 sons? So you see how this man looks at himself, man? You understand what I'm saying? He said, listen, am I not better to you than 10? Listen, man, what part of the thing that makes a woman feel like a woman is when she can bear children. Okay? Especially back in the ancient world. These women today, they're bugged out of their mind. So he's saying, listen, I'm better than 10 sons. So that's the perceived value that this man Elkanah had. Okay? That's how he perceived himself. That's what I'm saying. It all starts with how you perceive yourself. And if you truly perceive yourself that way, there's nothing that anyone could do to play with that. You know? And sometimes it takes time. It takes time. Okay? Growing up in high school and all that, man, I had low self-esteem all through high school, man. Yo, for sure. Okay? But that's the thing. When I came into this truth, it started to chip away, but it was still there, but it had to be chipped away slowly but surely, man. And there's still things that we got to work on, man. Okay? You shouldn't be going up to no woman and your heart is racing. Like you're about to go to a battle, man. You're about to battle 30,000 men. Okay? Shouldn't be racing. Like you look calm, you're acting calm, but your heart is dropping to your stomach. That's a demon. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a demon, because it's just a woman that you're talking to. It's not no flipping. You ain't talking to King David, man. You ain't talking to Yahweh Shai. You ain't talking to the angel of the Lord. Why is your heart dropping, man? You understand? So that shows you that subconsciously, you know, you still haven't fully chipped away at those insecurities, man. And sometimes it takes what? Prayer and fasting, man. So Hannah rose up, okay, right after he said, am I not better than 10 sons, man? Okay, so Hannah rose up after they had eaten in Shiloh and after they had drunk. Now Eli, the priest, sat upon a seat by a post of the temple of Yahweh. Okay, well, anyway, so this is going into her prayer and so on and so forth. But she rose up and ate, okay, because he comforted her. He's like, yeah. She looked at her. She's like, yeah, you are a high value man. Okay. Yeah, well, you are high value. All right. So you got to understand, this is the confidence and the mindset of our forefathers. Okay. And this society has been built to break Jake down so badly, man. Jake doesn't have confidence in himself. Jake doesn't perceive himself as how they should, man. Okay? And that's not prideful, okay? Is it prideful for you to understand that you're better than a dog? Then you have a pit bull and you understand that you're over your pit bull. Is that pride? No, that's not pride. Pride is when you try to exalt yourself more than what you are. That's pride, man. You think that you're more than what you are. This is 2 Samuel 6:20. The brother from Philly, you know, he posted Daily Bread, I believe his channel is, but he posted a scripture, which is Ecclesiasticus 10:28, which is a wonderful scripture. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Okay. Which tells you can to exalt yourself, but in your glorify yourself, but in meekness. Let's read that. This is, my son, glorify thy soul in meekness. Right? So you got to be sober minded when you're doing it, but you are supposed to glorify yourself in the sense of know your worth. Okay, and give it honor according to the dignity thereof. Right? So you got to know yourself and you got to know your worth. Okay, as an Israelite man, as a son of God. Do you understand that we are many gods on the earth? Do you understand that? Do you get that? When you walk around the earth, you got regular human beings, you got the sons of men, and then you got sons of God. Especially since you're in this truth. The scriptures speak about he gave them, who believed on him, power to be sons of the Most High, something roughly paraphrasing, sons of God. So even these regular Israelites, they're as heathens right now. They're as dogs right now, man. But the men in the truth, we are sons of the Most High walking on the earth, man. This is 2 Samuel 6:20. It says, then David returned to bless his household, and Michal, the daughter of Saul, came out to meet David and said, how glorious was the king of Israel today, who uncovered himself today in the eyes of the handmaids of his servants, as one of the vain fellows shamelessly uncovered himself, because he was dancing, and basically his hinder parts were exposed, right? Because he was dancing and happy that the Ark of the Covenant was returned. And Michal, which was the daughter of Saul, came and was basically speaking disrespectfully to him, scoffing at him, if you will, stepping way out of place, out of line. Let's see if King David said, oh, baby, I hope that didn't offend you. I brought you 12 legions of flowers. Let's see what he says, man. And David said unto Michal, it was before the Lord, which chose me, let me say that again, which chose me before thy father, and before all his house, to appoint me ruler over the people of Yahweh, over Israel. Therefore will I play before Yahweh, and I will yet be more vile than thus, and will be base in mine own sight, and of the maidservants which thou hast spoken of, which he was scoffing at her, and the maidservants which thou hast spoken of, them shall I be had in honor. He said, listen, they gonna love me, they gonna honor me, they gonna respect. See them other maid servants, see them other maids, them other women, you see them women's out there, they gonna love me, they gonna respect me, they gonna honor me. Okay? Oh yeah, I'm gonna do worse than that. Now guess what? These maid servants you see, they gonna honor me. Therefore Michal, the daughter of Saul, had no child until the day of her death. He said, man, I don't, you disgust me. Okay, that's what he said. I don't want to touch you now, man, because you're so disrespectful. And you know what? I guarantee you she was craving for David to come in unto her. I guarantee it. She probably begged him to come in unto her, man. Because for a woman to die childless, bro, that's major. So you already know she was begging for David to forgive her. He said, man, F you. Okay? Basically, this was likened unto him blocking her off also. Yo, you want to get disrespectful? That's likened unto him blocking her off all social media, man. And blocking her phone number, man. Okay? Because he had an abundance mindset. He had an abundance mindset. Brothers got to have an abundance mindset. All right, easier said than done, but trust me. Once you start to understand your worth, then that's when you can make it happen. Okay, that's when you make it happen. It's not that lust demon doesn't pop up from time to time, but because the society is so demonic. See, back then you saw women, but women and men were separate. You didn't just see women all the time, and they definitely weren't scantily dressed the way they're dressed here. Okay, now this place is nothing but pure enticements 24/7. This is a real demonic and evil place. Okay, especially out here in Montreal in the summertime. Oh, this is a satanic. This is satanic, brother. They might as well just have the pentagram in the middle of the city, man. Okay, with Molech, man. I'm telling you, this is a real demonic place, brother. Everywhere you look, even at camp, bro, you trying to concentrate. Brothers speaking, you trying to concentrate. Con, and you look, and all you see is booty and titties, man, walking up and down the street, scantily dressed. So, hey, so it's a demonic place, but yo, you have to understand, at the end of the day, you have to understand your worth. Okay, so you don't deal with a woman and then you get in the mindset that you chasing her. You got to get in the mindset of bringing her to chase you. Okay? That's what it is, because she's supposed to be chasing your validation. You ain't supposed to be chasing her validation. She's supposed to be chasing your validation. Okay? But if she don't text you in an hour and you losing him, oh, yo, you're looking at the phone yo, shit, yo, you can't even concentrate on what you're doing, girl. You're looking at the phone. Bro, listen, man. This chick I'm talking to, bro, I ain't texted that chick in 2 weeks, man. I don't care whether she texts me or not. I don't give a shit. Okay? And she was all on me, bro, and I don't give a shit whether she texts me or not, bro. Okay? Well, she probably will. Probably in the next couple days or maybe today. Who knows, man? There's a chick that I didn't text for a while, and she texted me yesterday. I said, she probably going to text me today. And what happened? Maybe like 40 minutes later, she texted me. So that's the spirit. Okay? But you can't put too much bank into these women, especially today, because what? There's too much. They got too much options. They got too much dudes, simps upon them. You understand what I'm saying? So how much more do you have to stand out as not giving a damn? Okay? Knowing that they're lucky to be with you. You gotta have to actually know that, bro. A man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, man, and a covert from the tempest, man. You gotta listen, man. What's that? What's higher value than that? Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Let's get Isaiah 32. What the hell? What's higher value than this, man? This is Isaiah 32 and verse 2. It says, "And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place." How valuable is water in the desert? You've been walking in the desert for 5 days. You ain't seen no water. How valuable is water? All the money you have, you'll give up for water at that time. Okay? If you got $10,000 or $100,000 in the bank, you'll give it up for water. As the shadow of a great rock in a weary land, and the eyes of them that see shall be dim. Okay, well, that's going into something else, okay? But that's the point. The point is that we're going to be as a hiding place from the wind. The Lord is going to show these people who the true value men of the earth are. This is why Isaiah 4:1 is going to happen. This is why Isaiah 4:1 is going to happen, because the Lord is going to reveal. And you got to know that you're high. You are those men. You got to know that you're high value now, okay? And because I'm tired of this, brothers. I'm tired of this low self-esteem mindset, man. This is a weak mindset, and it's not the mindset of an Israelite. Okay, we're not supposed to be in that weak, docile mindset, man. All right. And in that day, and that's why I to the best of my ability, I try to speak life into brothers, man. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, "We will eat our own bread." Say 7. That means a multitude. We're going to take hold of one man, saying, "We will eat our own bread. You don't got to take me out on no dates and wear our own apparel. You don't got to buy me nothing. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." This is how esteemed the men of the Lord are going to be in that day. Just deal with me. You don't have to buy me nothing. You don't even have to show me attention. Okay? I just need you to just deal with me. Just take me as yours, as your own. And this is what it's going to be, man. This is what it's going to be. So we got to be in this mindset now. Now I want to look up some things, man. I want to look up the traits. Okay? I want to look up the traits of a masculine man versus feminine. Some of these, when you look this up, feminine, masculine traits, some of them are BS. Some of them have a bunch of BS on both sides, okay? But this one I find to be a good one. Okay, when you look up a masculine man, and what do you think women are naturally attracted to? They're naturally attracted to masculinity. Okay? Men are naturally attracted to femininity. Women are naturally attracted to masculinity. Now, masculine is a strong, controlled, right? So you got to be able to, you have to be strong in both physically and mentally. If you text a chick, right, and she don't text you back, and you text her, oh, she's a text me back, I'm gonna text her, I'm gonna double text, I'm gonna text again. First of all, that's a turnoff to these women, because that shows how you're not mentally strong. You got to understand the subconscious things about these things. That shows you're not mentally strong. That means you broke. Because what? She was playing those games saying, I ain't going to text. I'm going to wait to see. And she didn't and you broke and you said, nah, I'm going to text her again because she might not have got it. Just to remind her I'm still here. That's weak. Okay? And another thing, brothers could be getting in the gym and getting built up, man. Brothers out there, the overweight. Oh, the woman hollering at me. Well, brother, you over the 100 pounds overweight, brother. Right? So maybe it's time to get what? In the gym. Okay? Yeah. All right? You know? So it says what? It says, or he's skinny as hell. Well, it's try to add some muscle to you. Okay, and that's also going to build your confidence. It says strong, controlled. You got to control your emotions. That's another thing. That also shows that you can control your emotions. A man is better is he that can control his spirit than he that can take down a strong city. It says focused. Okay, you should be focused on your task. Okay, you should be focused on the work, on your lessons, on different things that you have to do. And she shouldn't be able to just take your focus at any whim. Okay, you're in the middle of doing something. If she call you, oh yeah, you just drop what you're doing to do that. No. If you're focused on the mission, if you're focused on doing something, do what you're doing, man. Okay, be focused, powerful. Okay, so you got to speak with power. You got to speak with authority, man. You go to a restaurant. Hey, can I have that? Well, I didn't hear you, sir. Can I do that? I didn't catch that, sir. No, we ain't supposed to be like in that bashful spirit. Bashfulness is a feminine spirit, okay? That bashfulness, matter of fact, hold on. There's a scripture I have there for bashfulness. Boy, give me a second, brothers. Sirach 20. Sirach, come on, man. Sirach 20. Okay, let's just go straight to Sirach 20 and 22. And it says, there is that destroyeth his own soul through bashfulness. Okay? Not saying, no, not being bold enough. Okay? Right? Not being upfront, not being manly enough, not saying what you feel, you know. She's disrespects you and you just kind of sweep it under the rug instead of checking her. That's called being bashful. Okay? It also shows you're scared to lose her. What's your power as a man? What's your strength as a man in this day and age? It's the power to walk away. Okay? The power to walk away is your strength as a man. And when they see you have that power to do that, oh man, they're like, oh God, I gotta be careful with this guy. All right? But some people, they're faking the funk. They think that they don't have the power to walk away. They will walk away and they're looking at it from hoping that they text. No, you should walk away and say, F that bitch. I don't give a damn if she texts me again, man. Okay? And if I find out she's dealing with another, I don't want to look at her again, man. Okay? If she's dealing with another man or if she even talks to another, I don't want to deal with. That's the turnoff. Okay? That should be your mindset. I don't give a shit if she texts me. If she don't text me, oh well, I'll find another chick at some point. Okay? That should be your mindset, man. And by accepting of persons overthroweth himself. Okay, so you don't be in that bashful spirit. That bashful spirit is a feminine spirit. That's a spirit of agreeableness, man. Let's read some more of this. Powerful, centered, purpose-driven. Okay, you got to be about this truth, man. You don't cast the truth away. Cast whatever work you do away because of a woman, because she called. Oh, y'all postponed it. No, F that. No, I'm available such and such a date, man. If you ain't available that date, well, oh well, you better figure it out, man. Okay? It says loves a challenge / competition. Okay? Single task oriented, problem solver, which that goes into focus. I don't know why they put that in twice. Problem solver. All right. It says wants freedom and release. Right. A man is supposed to be free. He ain't supposed to be tied. A woman ain't supposed to be able to control you and have power over you like that. Okay. You're supposed to have freedom. Okay. As a man. Okay. Same don't go for them. They got to be controlled. It said and release. Okay, but in this society, you got it. You get, how you gonna control them? You know what I'm saying to you? The only thing you could control them by is the fear of losing you. That's the only thing. The only way you can have control is them having the fear of losing you. And the only way they're gonna have the fear of losing you is believing that you will walk away if they get out of line. It says wants and release makes big things small. Right. You don't make a small thing into a big thing. And guess what? A woman is a small thing. So when you pedestalize these women, like, this is making a big deal out of trying to get me to like him and all this. Okay. It says forgets, needs admiration and appreciation, wants to be needed and respected. Okay. You go to the woman's side, it's all the opposite, bro. Okay. Free flowing, open, radiant, wild. Right. You open. Right. Anything she says, oh yeah, I'm with that. Oh yeah, I could try that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You available Tuesday? Yeah, I'm available to you. Available Wednesday? Yeah, I'm available Wednesday. Yeah, you just an open spirit. Okay? It says radiant, wild, destructive, emotion driven. Yeah, driven by your emotion. That's why what they try to do. They're trying to, a lot of the things that the games they're playing, they're trying to poke at your emotions. And when you get emotional, even when it comes to being angry, okay? Right? That can be feminine, depending on the situation. So you gotta just control your emotion, man, and be not bothered. It says seeks and gives love, multitasker, diffused awareness, wants to fill up, talk, right? Being very talkative. Women are very talkative. Okay, vent, makes right. You shouldn't be venting your problems to your woman. That's just, come on, bro. Makes you look weak. Oh, this and that, and I wish this and that, and Tom said this, and it made me feel like that. All right, and brothers got to know these things, man. Brothers got to know these so they don't fall victim, man, to the snares and the nets. Remembers, needs reassurance and attention, wants trust. Oh, right, needs reassurance and attention. You looking for them to like you and to constantly talk to you, and that's you looking for reassurance for them to validate you, man. And they can see that, they can sense that in you, man, which is weak. Okay? Oh, she didn't text me back. Oh, you good? You say you text her hello and she don't text back. You good? That's you looking for reassurance, man. And attention, wants, trust, connection, and praise. Okay? So anyways, man. So that's some of those traits, man. And we as men, we should carry those traits. We as men should carry those traits, and you have to understand that these women are ultimately out here with the mindset to trap you up, man. It's all subconscious, man, to trap you up and to get you chasing her, to get you in that weaker position of chasing her. This is Ecclesiastes 7 in verse 26. It says, "And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her." And that's why I said there's certain situations where the Most High has you not get with certain women because they're demons, and they'll trap you up and they'll really destroy you. And I know certain cases that I can go back to when I say, okay, that's why the Most High kept me away from her. So the Most High kept me away from her. All right. And a lot of the times, it might not even necessarily be because it's impossible to deal with her. It's the fact that you might not have been ready to deal with a woman like that. Okay? Because if you're not ready, you can get trapped up. And okay? And a lot of brothers think they're ready. Oh, I know the scriptures. No. This is a thing of, it also deals with experience too, but it's, bro, you got to have that, ultimately you got to have that mindset of, I don't give a F if you leave, stay, or go. I'm the one here. I'm the one that's valuable. I'm the valuable one here. Until you truly 100% have that mindset, And you can't have that mindset. You're looking at the vote. Did she text me? Did she text me every 2 seconds? Every chick you talk to. Oh man. Oh, I hope I didn't offend her. You gotta have that, and that takes time. You know. I'm trying to fully 100% be immersed in that mindset. And I'm a lot more immersed in that mindset than I was 5 years ago. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. Even in the truth. Okay. So it's a thing where we're constantly shedding the old man. Okay, we're constantly shedding the old man. So let's get Proverbs 31. Okay, let's get Proverbs 31 and 3. Proverbs 31 and 3. It says, give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. You cannot give them your strength. You cannot give them your power. They're looking, when the snares and nets is all about what? Them trying to gain power over you. And that power doesn't mean that they necessarily have your bank card. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? With the pin and all that. No. Power goes into a lot of things. Okay. Your mind, have control of your mind, have control, you're so invested in her. That means she has that. That means she has that power in you, over you. You're more invested in her than she is in you. It should never be that way, ever. First of all, the woman was created for our sakes. How the hell can we be more invested in them? You see, that's backwards. Their life is supposed to be revolve around us, man. Okay? So I'll end this off on First Ezra 4. Okay, when goodness gracious, God, his name is Zerubbabel, is going into the woman. Okay, going into to how strong the woman is. When it comes to men, and I guess what, as a young man, I knew this. I knew that men do everything that men do is revolved around women. I came to that conclusion as a man, as a child. I came to that conclusion. Okay. It says, then the third who has spoken of women and of the truth, this was Zerubbabel, began to speak. O ye men, it is not the great king, nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that excelleth. Who is it that ruleth them, or hath the lordship over them? Are they not women? Women have borne the king and all the people that bear rule by sea and land. Even of them came they, and they nursed them up that planted the vineyards from whence the wine cometh. These also make garments for men. These bring glory unto men, right? Because a woman is a man's glory. You see a man with a fine woman, be like, damn, bro, good job, brother. And I love seeing Jake with beautiful women winning, especially with the women of other nations winning. Okay? I love seeing, I like seeing that. I like to see Jake winning. It says, these bring glory unto men, and without women cannot men be. Yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver, or any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty? And letting all those things go. And let's see, a lot of those red pill guys are on unbalanced, man. Like what's his name? Fit, right? Which he says a lot of good. He's the most sensible guy on the show. He says a lot of good things, but his thing is, we don't want to chill with you. We don't, your time. We don't want to be around. We just want sex and this and that. We don't want to be around you. You don't want to talk. No, listen. To talk to a woman is enjoyable. To be around a woman is enjoyable. Okay, it's enjoyable. Even in places, right? Whether it's a bar, no matter where you go, I don't have to be even talking to the woman. I don't even have to look at a woman. But just to have beautiful women in the place just brings up the vibration. It makes it funner in a fun sense. It makes it a funner environment. So men love to be around women. Okay? All right? because the woman was created for the man. The woman was created for the man. They were created desirable for men. It says, in letting all those things go, do they not gape, and even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her? And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold, or any goodly thing whatsoever? A man leaveth his own father that brought him up, and his own country, and cleaveth unto his wife. He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father nor mother nor country. Right? Why? Because he's all infatuated with his woman. By this also ye must know that women have dominion over you, which you can't even be that infatuated with a woman nowadays. Nowadays, see, this is back then too. Okay, now you cannot do that. Now the women, their minds are so in a bubble, bro. You really gotta be disconnected. You have to keep that level of disconnection. You know, you love your wife and all that, but you have to have that level of disconnection. Okay, that level. Listen, man. Listen, bro. You step out of line, I'm ready to dip. Okay, you gotta have that mind in this day and age, the social media day and age, where dudes are DMing them left and right, and their mind, they always have their a dude on their phone that backup. You cannot be invested in these women, man. Okay, it says, do ye not labor and toil, and give and bring all to the woman? Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way, to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea, upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion, and goeth in the darkness, and when he has stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sakes. And this is what they're trying to make you a servant, to pleasing them, and to validating them, into chasing them. This is what they're trying to get you to do. Do not be a servant. Okay, put in the mind, they're here to serve me. They're supposed to be seeking my validation. It says, many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women. And now do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? Yet did I see him and Apame, the king's concubine, right? Not even like the concubine, not even like the first high-level wife, the concubine. You know she was fine, right? The daughter of the admirable Bartacus, sitting at the right hand of the king, and taking the crown from the king's head. Wow, could you imagine a man taking the crown from the king's head in the ancient world? They would have probably boiled you in some oil, man. Okay? And setting it upon her own head. She also struck the king with her left hand. And yet for all this, the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth. Why? Because she already worked her magic. She already used her snares and nets to trap him up. The push and pull game. They've been doing the push and pull game since the time of Adam and Eve, man. That push and pull, the hot, the cold, you know. They like you one day, they hate, and they're mad at you the next. That's all a flipping game. And a lot of it is subconscious, man. It says, if she laughed upon him, he laughed also. But if she took any displeasure, that's that hot and cold, at him, the king was fain to flatter. See that? That's how she got it wrapped around her finger, that she might be reconciled to him again. O ye men, how can it be but women should be strong, seeing they do thus? Right? But then he went on to say that what's stronger than that? The truth. But you got to understand that woman is very, very strong. And a lot of brothers have not mastered that part of this truth. Okay? And I would say the majority of brothers have not mastered that, because that's a very strong thing. Okay? Scriptures even say a man without a wife, he walketh with his head down, because we were created to be together with the woman. But the society is so demonic that it has, it's a very difficult and slippery slope. So at the end of the day, brothers, you just have to have the right mindset and know. The first thing is this: you got to know who you are. You got to know your worth as an Israelite man. Okay? And don't be too caught up in these women, man. So with that, I'll give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Shem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakodash, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect, and I'll say shalom.